permanent rejection from flavortown. You're never allowed back in.
The Foundation story is starting to feel like a superhero, supervillain Marvel movie.
This is a plot hole, I think, or forced plot point.
They're already in battle. This is the wrong story, analogy, parable, whatever you want to call it, for this situation.
At the beginning of the episode, we see some addiction problems from Day.
What's this?
Sweets from the microphones. Every one of them tastes different. Trouble is, sometimes you get one that tastes better than anything, and you can't have it again.
I'll take a box.
Okay.
So I have two takes on this. One is she said that they all taste different. Everyone tastes different. And so, first of all, standardize your product. What is this? Why are we not industrializing the farms and getting them all to have the same flavor? Find a good flavor, industrialize the farms, get them consistent. Get a good, clean product. Is this like an American thing where like make the farms huge, make them consistent? I don't know. Maybe not.
Want a little human variation in there, but
the second thing that drew my attention was that she says that this is a candy, it's some sweet that it's so potent, it's so incredible that you'll chase it forever. Like it's so good, you'll taste it and then you'll never get it again. This is wild. This is snack gambling. This is like these jelly beans. Yeah, we had this picture. These jelly beans called Bean Boozled, and so you'd have like a blue flavor that could be either a good flavor or a bad flavor. You had to guess. You just find out, and you'd see be like, oh, disgusted or amazing. But it's not only that; it's coupled with like if DMT was mixed in. So you have these like psychedelic hallucinogen that binds to serotonin, causes profound changes in perception and reality. It's this, but a candy, and this is gambling. This is gambling for the snack gambling. And so the risk here is that if you get the candy that's like, this is the best experience in the life, you could have your brain just blown apart. And then you'd have like this permanent rejection from flavortown. You're never allowed back in. Right? It's like, this is the best flavor candy I've never had. And like, I'm just chasing this high forever. This is like an adrenaline junkie. You get to be the second pilot. You get like the rear seat for like an F-16. You're like pulling some heavy G's, going through some crazy turns, and then you're an adrenaline junkie. Like, this is the best feeling I've ever had, the most adrenaline. And then you get on roller coasters for the rest of your life, and you're like, this is not enough. I'm chasing this high forever. But why are we risking this for candy?
Right, that's the fact that it's food that tastes good. You want to chase food, but you're chasing also the drug high alongside it, and you'll never find it again. That's what she said. You'll never find it again if it's the best ever. Got a bunch of addicts running around.
This is actually a deeply philosophical question. If you could have the best steak, the best something, and you know that you'll never get it again, do you want it? Or do you want like a 90% steak that I could reliably get this, every Thursday, whatever?
So if it was a steak, I would take the steak.
Like the best one ever?
Yeah, I would totally take it. If it was steak plus drugs and I could never get that high again, I don't think I'm taking the drugs.
Right.
Because I feel like the high is much more addictive but I can always revisit the memory of the steak. I don't know why that's so distinct.
I'm not sure about that, because what if you get the best steak in your life and you know that you can never get it again? It's like eating an animal that's on the verge of extinction, and you're like, this is the last one in the world, and I'm going to eat it and experience it, and it turns out to be amazing. But for the rest of your life, like, I'll never experience that again. Everything else, it feels bland. Oh, this is now a very bland life.
I think I'm okay with it because I deal with that all the time.
What?
Every meal that I have could be the best meal that I've ever had, and I keep eating. But I don't do drugs.
You got me. That's logically tight. Okay, so you just don't want this like chemically enhanced that you're gonna fry your serotonin receptors, you're gonna fry your dopamine, you're never gonna get this again. Right. You don't want the chemical enhancement. But if it's natural, send it.
And I guess if I am chasing a flavor or a dining experience, I can turn that into a hobby. Like, I learn how to cook. I learn how to like go to restaurants and do stuff. But if I'm like addicted to drugs, I'm just in the gutter. That's no fun.
What if you're addicted to that not A5, the numbering system rolls around, like the Z7 Z7 Wagyu beef, and there's only one of these in existence. It's like cloned from some sheep that's now extinct, but also hybrid with a cow, and so you can never get it again.
I think it's gonna bother me less than if I had like the best high ever, and I just, maybe in that case I don't eat it.
Okay. I don't know. Let us know in the comments, I guess. Maybe we set up a poll for this. This is a good one.
Yeah.
Let's listen to Gaal's plan, because it sounds like she doesn't know how space works.
Okay.
And the enclosure around Kalgan.
I needed it to fail. Weaken Empire, send a Mule to your doorstep, and then lay siege to him using Foundation ships. I'm sorry, but he will take Empire. When he has Trantor, Foundation can lay siege to him. They can grab every planet in the Middle Band, control the resources, starve him, kill him.
And the enclosure around...
Okay. So her plan is, her long-term plan is to lay siege to the Mule, but when the Mule's on Trantor.
Okay.
I don't understand how that is functionally different than laying siege to the Mule when he's on Kalgan. Empire calls it an enclosure, but that's the idea. You wrap up the planet with your ships, you don't let anything come in or out, you starve them out.
That makes sense to me. So if the Mule is stuck on Kalgan and you lay siege to Kalgan, how is that different than laying siege to Trantor? Maybe the Mule at this point in time hasn't fought Empire yet, so he's powerful on Kalgan, whereas when he's on Trantor, he will have fought the Empire, so he'll be weak.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. So I think she's saying like this is the only way it works out, but actually she's trying to get a 2-in-1 out of this. A 2-for-1 out of this. She wants the Mule and the and Empire to fight each other so that they're both weak, and then she can come in and clean them up, both of them. But the argument she makes is that once the Mule is on Trantor, we can get the other planets nearby to team up with them and then do an embargo, do a siege, starve them out. I don't know if she means starve literally in terms of food, or she means starve in terms of like minerals and energy, and starve out in the entire siege, like an entire idea. But I just don't see how that would be any different if she could just organize people to do that in Kalgan, like a planet that's in the mid-rim, I think, versus someone that's in the core of the galaxy, or like in the core of the Empire where things are more established. Just do it in Kalgan.
He may be more strong. The Mule may have more forces before he fights the Empire on Kalgan. The advantage of Kalgan is he's on Kalgan, and if you want to fight him later, you've got to, all these things have to fall into place. The Mule has to fight Empire. He has to go to Trantor. You have to get the middle planets for their resources. All of these extra steps. To me, it's like, take the opportunity to take Kalgan with the Mule on it. Don't get fancy. And if it fails, well, then you fall back on plan B. That's less likely to happen. I don't understand why she doesn't, if the Mule's on Kalgan, take the opportunity to try to defeat him there. Why wouldn't you try?
Right. And if you know that he's on Kalgan with whatever many forces that he has right now, if you let him go to Empire, like go to Trantor, what if he gains forces? What if he's like, what if these other planets are like, actually, I don't really care who the leader is. So as long as I'm getting my supplies, my grain, my whatever, then they'll just join up with them. And so now, right now, the Mule is located, he's like singly located on Kalgan. But if he gains additional forces, then while he's on Trantor, he could summon forces from other planets and attack from different sides. Also, there's no guarantee. She says that she's going to get the middle planets to join up with her. What if those middle planets are apathetic? They're like, we really don't care who's in charge, as long as the trading routes are fine, as long as we're pretty safe. You're not attacking us personally, like whatever.
A lot of unknowns.
Guarantee.
Yeah. Maybe. Okay, so Dawn was convinced by Gaal's plan because Dawn was thinking Empire and Foundations, their interests align. Yeah. And that interest is take the Mule out on Kalgan. And maybe this is right before he dies in the previous episode. This is this bitch is crazy face. Like, what is she doing?
That's right.
What are you doing?
Because the plan made so much sense when they were doing the same plan.
Right. You've lost me. I was going to be Day. You're killing me. You're not taking Kalgan. You've helped the mule. He's going to fight Empire. Who know? The day now is a complete wreck. Like,
Yep.
what are you doing? This bitch is crazy. That's what that face is right there.
That's what that face is right there. I see it. I see it. He's emoting it.
I thought it was disappointment, but now it's like,
'Cause we had a solid plan that could have worked. But she had this undercut plan where she doesn't understand that Kalgan is a single planet. It's small. Just cut it off.
Just do it. Do it. It might not work, but this is a great opportunity. Let's go.
Let's do it. Heck, they could have sniped the jump gate themselves and be like, go ahead, live in Kalgan as your war planet, as your warlord on this pleasure planet. Go ahead, live your life there. But if you don't have jump capabilities, you're stuck there. This whole crisis could have been solved right then. Just sacrifice one planet and the jump gate.
Take out the gate. Yeah. The Foundation story is starting to feel like a superhero, supervillain Marvel movie.
We have access to the math like you, but we also have certain aptitudes. Telepathy, extrasensory perception.
Is the mule one of you?
No, he's like us, but he's malignant. His abilities are far beyond anything we can do. He can convert people, rewrite their behavior. The mule and I are outliers. And the math seems to break whenever you factor us into the future, especially my future. I can project my consciousness forward.
Information cannot travel backwards on the timeline.
All I know is I see things before they happen, at least what's most probable. We have access.
Okay. So Gale's talking about, we have this math that tells us how the normies function and is predictive. But me and the mule, we're so different, and the math doesn't work with us because we're so special. I'm the superhero, and the mule is malignant. He's the supervillain. And what are our powers? We can predict things before they happen. We have telepathy, and what is this? This is just Superman v. Who's it? Lex Luthor. Like, what are we doing?
This is X-Men. Just a bunch of different powers. This is a superhero movie.
And not only is it like Gale and the mule, they don't have like a little, like, oh, they got a little enhancement, like through evolution, Gale and the mule, they can have a little bit of telepathy, like, oh, he's sad and oh, he's mad. Like, no, they're like a next level. They're manipulating people, seeing the future.
Right.
Like
it's full on. It's not like I can say something really charming and then convince people, a little bit of change the mood of the room. It's like, no. I can full on just control what's in their mind, and many of them all at the same time.
And the mule has one person who could step up to stop the ultimate villain.
Yeah.
Gaal Dornick.
Gaal Dornick. In a world where superheroes are no longer just math people. They have special powers.
Gaal Dornick blows up the math.
Blows up the map. Gaal Dornick.
Harry Seldon thought he had the world figured out until Gaal Dornick and the mule show up and battle in the epic battle for the universe. Foundation.
Purely mental power battle, but also they like choke each other. Part 1.
Oh.
Right, because that's her vision of the future. He's always choking her, and she's like, "No,
that's right.
Or, no mule."
The epic battle is just he lifts her up and chokes her. Like, what?
He's like, "Give me the location." She's like, "No." He's like, "Just send me the location." He's like, "No." Yeah, what's all this super brain powers if it just comes down to physical force?
Man, yeah.
This is a plot hole, I think, or forced plot point. And Demerzel feels the need to kill. I think it's right.
I've known about the mule for 152 years. He's hunting me, and he will not stop. 4 months from now, there will be a battle. He will find me and try and pry the home of the second foundation from my mind. I've known.
Demerzel's stare at the end, like, what? Like that meme. Okay. So what is happening here? So Gaal says, I've known about the mule for 152 years. I have this vision. He's going to come. We're going to fight. 4 months from now, we're going to fight. He's going to choke me out. He's going to choke me, and he's going to ask me for directions to Foundation 2. Okay, so Foundation 2 is very important to protect. You got to protect the location of Foundation 2. Okay, but if there's no Gaal, you can't choke her out. So isn't this whole conflict avoided if Demerzel right now just kills Gaal? Little slice,
That's right.
little punch, little poke. And then Gale's
She's
like
like-
dead. Can't leak the location of the Foundation. You dead.
That's right. Gaal has the location of Second Foundation. The Mule is going to try to take it from her.
Yep.
Kill Gaal. Mule can't take Foundation location from her. Problem solved.
Problem solved, right? Problem solved. In fact, Gaal, she kept herself alive for 152 years just to encounter this situation. But she didn't have to do that.
Didn't have to do that. She could have just lived life on Terminus and died and lived a life.
Yep.
And then this wouldn't be a problem.
So I think this entire plot now can be destroyed if Demerzel just slices Gaal apart. Just do a little pop, little crush, little pop.
Okay.
Right?
Why?
I want to save all of humanity. Sacrifice Gaal.
I think we could do it in a humane way. Just, not popping. Okay.
I mean,
but
quick
why
pop.
doesn't
Okay.
Demerzel just kill her right now? What's stopping her?
Plot armor. I don't know.
Does she need Gaal in some way? Like she thinks Empire is going to fall without Gale's guidance of the Second Foundation?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't think Demerzel even knew there was a Second Foundation until slightly later in this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, maybe slightly before this conversation.
Mm-hmm. So maybe maybe Demerzel doesn't want to kill her because she's not sure what the Second Foundation is capable of right now. So she keeps her around just in case it could save Empire.
So then I think the resolution where I can stick to my gun but also get the answer is Demerzel should choke Gaal right now and be like, give me the location to Foundation 2. And then when Gaal gives the Foundation, then kill her.
So then the only thing stopping Demerzel at that point is that Gaal is so essential to the Second Foundation that without her, it would never be able to do its job, which I think is false. It's made up of many people. But no, we do learn that Gaal is she's like, I'm going to go to Second Foundation and try to teach these people. And she's like, no, they're so dumb. I can't. I have 50 years of teaching. Can't do it. They're so dumb. They're so dim. They need me.
But
Remember that?
She's off. Yeah. And then Harry Seldon sacrificed his life so that way he could teach them over time. And then when he dies, Gale's turned to be the leader. And then she's off around the galaxy now, gallivanting, doing galaxy stuff, not staying at Foundation 2 and teaching them.
Mm-hmm. So here's what I'll say. I think Demerzel, if she had all the information, she would kill Gaal right here, right now.
100%.
But does Demerzel have all the information she needs to make that call right now?
I guess not. I guess that's the plot that she doesn't.
Maybe. I think that's maybe.
That's speculative for me.
That is. I mean, it's total speculation on my part. I'm trying to make it work.
Trying to make it work. Yeah.
Trying to make it work. Because otherwise, I don't know how much Demerzel knows, but to me, she's just killed Gaal.
Yeah. Yep. Just kill her.
Yeah. Just kill her.
This leads to a second problem that I think is solved. I don't know why this crisis is coming.
You made your home and pinned your hopes. Tell me!
I've tried to figure out where the battle happens. I just don't have enough points of reference.
I do. That was Trantor, the Imperial Library.
That doesn't make any sense.
The place.
Okay.
Correct. It doesn't make any sense. So here Demerzel did her mind connection to Gaal and was reading Gale's prophecy, her vision of the future. And so Demerzel recognizes this is the library in Trantor.
Yep.
And so if Gail's like in 4 months, 152 years, I've been waiting for what's going to come in the next 4 months. And in 4 months, I'm going to fight the mule and he's going to choke me until I give him the location of the Foundation. Couldn't Gaal just avoid this by not going to Trantor? Just don't go.
Just don't go. Yeah. And, okay. This also, in the previous segment, this also blows up my argument for Demerzel not having enough information. She just freaking mind melded with Gaal. So she has all the info now.
All the info.
So Demerzel should just kill her. So maybe prior she didn't, but now she mind melded, she should just kill her.
Just kill her.
But you're saying if Demerzel decides not to kill Gaal, then shouldn't Gaal just not go to Trantor?
It's that easy. If Gale's like, I know that this fight's going to happen and it happens to happen at this location, which they now know is the library in Trantor, Just don't go to Trantor. That's like me having this fear, a fear of like, I feel like I have this vision. I've dreamed it every day for 10 years. I'm going to die in a Disney World car, like a roller coaster. Just don't go to Disney World. Isn't that problem solved?
Right. What could be in that world? Like, he has to go to Disney World. There's no choice. Like, what? Just don't go. Don't buy the ticket.
Are we doing some type of final destination where she like is forced to go to the libraries in Trantor? Just don't go.
Just don't go. And okay, so you could get around that with saying she doesn't have free will. Like, the universe is determined, and so she will end up on Trantor. Okay. But then what are we even watching for? Like, there's no choices.
Right. If she has no control, she doesn't want to go to Trantor. She finds her loophole of how to get out of this, but then she's forced to go to Trantor because she doesn't have free will. Like she's getting an actual vision of the future, not just a feeling of what's going to happen, not just an idea, but an actual like time travel. Like, we know this has to happen. Then why is she fighting at all? Why is she doing anything? It's whatever's going to be is going to be. You have nothing to do. You have nothing you can influence.
That's right. So, and then if she does have free will though, that means she's getting these visions.
Yeah.
But I also get visions. I get scared of spiders, and then I go to sleep and I have a nightmare about spiders. And then that's my brain saying, like, stay away from these creatures. And I try to avoid them. Spider web, stay away.
Yeah, exactly. You just avoid it. It's like problem solved. And it's like a very reasonable thing that your subconscious is telling you, like, be careful of this thing. You know, here's some warning. Yeah. Here's some ideas. Right. Be careful of it.
Now, I can't run around and be like, I had a vision of the future. I'm going to get killed by spiders. Don't you know?
Don't you know?
It's a dream. And my brain is making a reasonable prediction for the future because there's a scary thing. They're poisonous. And the dream is somehow telling me to not run into spiders. Don't handle them. Right?
This right, but this is worse than that. This is self-fulfilling prophecy stuff. This is like she has a dream and then she's finding her way through space and time to get there so that the scary thing happens. This is like if I had a dream. I had a dream since I was 10 years old. I had this dream every day. I had this dream that I'm going to get my leg cut off in a motorcycle accident. So therefore, I'm going to spend all my time focusing on motorcycle training classes. So that way, if the event happens, I'll be ready. I'll know how to navigate my bike. Or I could just not get on motorcycles. Right? Isn't that dream vision nullified?
I mean, 100%. But I mean, isn't this a human thing where you have this like fear that like consumes you, and then like your behavior starts to create the situation that you feared? It's like subconsciously. You know what I'm talking about? And this whole Gaal storyline is her seeing the mule and becoming fearful of a mule, and then it like happens, and she keeps moving toward it happening. She's creating the future.
All she would have had to have done was not lock herself in the freezing pod for 152 years. Just live a normal life wherever planet you want. And the mule couldn't choke you out in 152 years. She's like actively making it happen. But I guess that's what you're saying, that this is something that people do.
Yeah. I mean, have you ever met somebody who's like, I'm afraid of somebody leaving me? And so, you know, they're in like a relationship. I'm afraid of somebody leaving me. And so then they start like sabotaging the relationship so that they eventually do leave. And then that person's like, see, I knew it.
It's like, it was going to happen. They were narcissists the whole time. Like, you kind of created that situation.
You kind of treated them really poorly, so they had no chance to leave, which then created the evidence for your prediction in the first place. So
yeah, that's right. That's a good point.
So is this Gaal just the whole time creating chaos in the galaxy?
Yeah, I mean, it's right. Is she actually the evil character that's causing all these problems? Because we saw in 2 episodes ago, I guess that's number 4, like the mule was just living rich at a nightclub, just hanging out. And then when Pritcher was like, "Oh, I'm actually an agent for Foundation 2," and then Mule was like, "Who's Gaal Dornick?" Like, Pritcher gave him that idea. That's because Gaal gave Pritcher the idea. But if Gaal had just died 150 years ago, there would be no one there. No problem.
And the mule might have been like a small-time warlord who's just partying and having a good time. No big deal. He's a footnote in history, and then it's over.
But no.
I see it.
Yeah, right.
It says like galactic scale self-sabotage or something.
Galactic scale, everyone sabotage.
Yeah. Thanks, Gaal. Jeez.
Thanks, Gaal.
Oh. This was so weird. Do black holes have sound?
So we died and saw nothing.
Both statements are inaccurate. A cardiac arrest is not death. And there was something. An infrasonic signature. 65 octaves below the middle sea. Far below the range of human hearing. Gravitational waves emanating from a black hole.
Several months from now, I'll be
Orbiting the ergosphere of a black hole.
So we died.
So what the what? Demerzel is in orbit of a black hole, and she's hearing the black hole. Did I hear that right?
Okay. Yeah. So couple of things. Yeah. She said that she heard the sound, which she described as infrasonic. So just like infrared is below red, I guess this is below sound. So she heard it, and then she somehow said that means she's going to be at an ergosphere in 4 months. I don't know how that happened.
So first off, what is an ergosphere?
Oh,
Ergosphere.
yeah, ergosphere.
Okay, let's get a little zoom here. Get a little zoom here. In astrophysics, the ergosphere is a region located just outside a rotating black hole, between its event horizon and further external surface predicted by the metric that describes these objects. Okay, so it's the area around a black hole that's spinning. Okay.
And right where your mouse is, it received this name because it is theoretically possible to extract energy and mass from this region. I think that's why this thing was chosen. This type of black hole was chosen for the weapon that Dusk is making.
Oh, there you go. Okay. I like that. Because you can, so there's going to be massive amounts of energy in the black hole, assuming it's a large one, which most of them are, I guess. And you can extract and create a Death Star weapon.
Yep.
Okay.
So I guess Demi-Z heard the sound during like the mind meld vision thing. Is that right?
I think so. Which I just highly doubt that she could hear black hole sound, because I doubt the particle density is high enough. But
wait,
maybe
can you slow that
she
down?
said,
what is the definition of sound? Like by definition?
As far as I understand, if you have gas at high enough density, you can push on the gas and a pressure wave moves through the gas, meaning there's an oscillation, high, low, high, low, high, low of pressure, which then if it hits your ear, it causes the eardrum or however the sensor in the ear works to move back and forth so you can hear. But I think if you have a gas that's too dispersed,
too thin,
then you won't. Then the pressure wave won't be able to transmit. It'll just die out because there's not enough particles to transmit it. And I think around a black hole, I don't know if the particle density is high enough to have like actual sound.
I mean, maybe in the accretion disk where you're pulling in gas, but certainly not away from that. It's not like we have continuous gas all the way from a black hole all the way to us. Like, no. Space empty.
Yeah, no. Right. And so, I mean, I don't know much about a black hole, but that seems implausible. Maybe at the accretion disk, like real close in. But she does say, what does she say? She says,
signature, 65 octaves below the middle sea. Far below the range of human hearing. Gravitational waves emanating from a black hole.
So she's implying that she's detecting the gravitational waves, not the sound. Right?
Yeah. So gravitational waves are a wave, just like sound waves are a wave. And so sound waves have a frequency that is in the human range. I think it's okay for different creatures, different beings to hear different sounds, just like dogs and bats can hear ultrasonic, but we can't. So that's okay.
Agreed.
And so if I take a real loose definition of sound as a wave that has a frequency, then if I totally throw away the air pressure part of sound, then maybe she can detect waves. I would be surprised. I would be surprised if Demi-Z could detect it, because here on Earth we can detect them, but we had to build this experiment called LIGO. It's light Light Interferometry of Gravitational Waves
Right.
Observatory.
Yeah.
LIGO.
LIGO. Laser interferometer.
Laser
I got it.
Interferometer. Yep.
Gravitational wave
Gravitational.
observatory. Yeah.
Right. And the idea of this is you have a laser that goes two perpendicular directions, and you know exactly this distance, and you have mirrors at the end. And so when the laser comes back, exactly, it's big, right? It's big. And so when the laser comes back, if one of the arms has shrunk, been compressed a little bit because of a gravitational wave, then the laser pulses, by the time they get back to the control center, they will arrive at different times. So you measured the difference in length by a function of the speed of light, different time of arrival. Look how big this is. Look how big this is to detect a really small difference in length.
Yeah.
And so
I believe
Demerzel's head is small.
Yeah. This is what's required to detect gravitational waves, something miles long.
Mm-hmm.
And so I know that gravitational waves are going to be higher in intensity near a black hole, probably.
That's true.
But I don't know if it's going to be so much more intense that her tiny little ear is going to detect them. That would be wild.
That would be wild. Although, okay. But as a scientist, we don't know what Demerzel is made out of. Maybe there's some future technology that can detect it. So maybe.
And maybe there's like some feedback mechanism across her whole body, and that comes into the ear. Maybe. Okay.
Now that we're looking at her ear, she kept her ear piercing hole.
Oh yeah.
Like she has the ability to heal her skin however she wants, so she kept those in there.
Oh yeah, for some reason. Okay.
Interesting little quirk about Demerzel.
Yeah.
Sure.
Maybe back from her general days.
General earring.
Okay, where did Pritcher go in the galaxy?
But based on the fuel reports, we think you might have gone to the far end of the Scutum Centaurus arm.
So the Scutum Centaurus arm. We are in the Milky Way. So I brought up a map of the Milky Way.
Okay,
Here
we
it
can
is.
see where they are.
Yeah.
That's
So
cool.
there's like the Sagittarius arm. There's the mini spiral arm near
There's the bar in the
3K.
middle.
Yeah, the bar.
Where's
And there's
Earth?
the
Where are we?
Norma
Where
right there.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine.
And here's
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
Centaurus arm. I don't see a scutum or whatever she said, but I'm assuming
Can
he's
we go along it? Zoom in. Can we
Let's
zoom
go.
in and go along it and see where
Yeah.
that is?
Okay, let's go along it. So I don't see any. Do you see scutum? I do not.
No.
But she
don't
did
see
say
it.
she was on the outer reaches.
Outer reach. Okay, so towards the end.
It's got to be right here.
Is that it?
That's where he went.
I think so.
Yep. That's
Yeah,
where
I
he
think
went.
that. Yeah.
That's
Seems
it.
like the place.
That's it. It's labeled.
Ah, on the outside of the galaxy. I like it. Is Song good at boinging? I think she is. I think she might be the best.
Did you ever wonder why I kept you on for longer than a night?
Maybe it's ego, but I just assumed I was very good at sex.
Wasn't that?
Sex was bad.
No, I only mean... it was more than that.
Okay.
I think she might be the best in the entire franchise at 6. Why do I think this? Okay, why do I think this? Because she is a gossamer courtesan. She's only supposed to be there for a night. Just fun for the emperor, whichever emperor was calling her in. But then she convinced Day to keep her on for years.
Okay.
I think that means she's very good.
I mean, I think it has to be because most of the courtesans were expelled after a day with memories gone.
Right.
There have probably been courtesans that have gone on longer than that, but this seems to be like the record.
The record.
I guess.
So therefore the best. And can we look at the picture to the left?
To the left?
Yeah, to the left. Look how devastated Day is.
Oh yeah.
Like this is some loaded emotion. So this is right after he found out that Song had a lesbian life partner. And so when I say that she's good at sex, I don't mean just like the act of sex. Like I think like the whole thing is like he loves her, which makes it actually even better, even if the actual physical actions are the same or even worse, right? But because he loves her, it's like it makes it that much better. And so I think she's so good that she convinced him to love her and to like even throw away his role as being the emperor and to like and to leave the castle, like the palace, like holy cow, look at that place. She convinced him to leave that place to go into here. I think she's the best.
I mean, she has to be. She's like full spectrum dominance of Day's mind.
Yep.
That means the sexual part for sure, the interpersonal part,
Emotional part.
manipulating his feelings, the emotional part, everything. She's
I don't want to say
dialed in.
manipulation. I mean, manipulation is maybe a bad thing. Like, but actually, what if she really truly loved him when he was on the surface, or when they were on the surface at the palace? Like, that's a part of it. It's not just the sex. Like, it's the whole package, and she's the best at it.
Yeah, I think hard to argue with that conclusion.
Okay, I'll make it even a little bit stronger, right? So he is day number 300 something, or I don't remember what it is, but he's some number, right? And he's the first in the history of the three brothers to really commit and be like, I'm willing to throw away my entire empire, my role as being empire for her. So she's not only the best here in Trantor, she's like the best through time.
I think so. Yeah, I agree.
I think so.
Because no other emperor has done this. No other day, dawn, day, or dusk has done anything like this.
Mm-hmm. I get a second point. There's a second data point for why she's the best. It's this clip.
Stay away from her.
Whoa! Look,
Whoa.
I am not here.
Cleon the First almost wiped our people out. It's never happening again.
Song.
My full name is Songbird 17. This is Ocean Glass 49. She's my life mate.
Okay. Two things. We'll talk about the strategy of what's going on there in a bit, like the politics of it.
Yeah.
What I'm focusing on here is that Song was supposed to be gone for one night, and then she's supposed to come back the next morning, brain wiped, and then they can continue their relationship. Sure.
Yep.
Cool. Awesome. Great. That's the system they worked out. Fine. But what happened was that Song was so good that Day kept her there at the palace for years, right? I think like they really looked like they were in love. They really looked like they had a relationship, that they were so closely together that they were willing to leave the life of luxury to come live in Mycogen. I think they really fell in love, and that's not quick. That takes some time. I think she was up there for years, which means that her life partner, Ocean Glass, like waited loyally for that long. You gotta be real good. You gotta be real good if your partner stays loyal to you for that long, not knowing if you're ever going to come back.
So
while you're up there getting D from Day.
I see what you're saying. So before she leaves to do the spy work on Day, she is so good that she's able to ensure loyalty of Ocean Glass 49.
49.
Then she leaves, does the Day thing, and then unforeseen stays there for years. Ocean Glass stays loyal because she's so good. And then when Demerzel kicks her out, then Day is willing to throw his aura off, go down to the slums, and go find her. She's just, everybody that sleeps with her is just completely taken.
She's got them both wrapped around her fingers, like so completely.
Wait, is she a mentat? What are they called? Mentalic?
Mentalic?
No way.
Ooh.
No way.
Maybe she's a mentalic and she's coercing people to fall in love with her.
Oh. Now she's evil. She's not just good, she's too good.
She's the best.
She has to be. This loyalty is just through the roof for two people.
And both of them attractive.
That's right.
Good for her.
Yeah. Then at the end of the episode, the third crisis begins. And of course, the mule does his shit talk again. But I think he gets it wrong.
Do you ever wait to look up? There's a sword dangling on a string right above you. Do you ever wait to look up?
Okay. So the mule has this image of this sword above your head dangling on a string. So you have this strong imagery of the sword above your head that's going to kill you if the string breaks.
Okay.
To me, this is the imagery of the Sword of Damocles.
Okay, I don't know. Sword of Damocles. Can you?
Let's look it up.
Can you tell me?
I think he gets it wrong. Sword of Damocles. Okay. The Sword of Damocles refers to the impending sense of disaster or doom that is constantly present despite seemingly fortunate or privileged situation.
Okay.
Okay. So I think
continue explaining it.
The phrase originates from an ancient moral parable popularized by the Roman philosopher Cicero about Damocles, a courtier, who once experienced a life of luxury, but under the constant threat of death, symbolized by a sword suspended by a single horsehair above him.
Oh.
So I think the example that I heard was from a JFK speech, where he described nuclear war as the Sword of Damocles, because JFK has power, the Soviet Union has power, but everybody is feeling like one wrong tiny move and the string breaks and nuclear war breaks out.
I see.
So you're like, it's like the death is impending right above you, and power
and
is like
it's held on by like a fine string, and if anyone messes up, that string could get cut and the sword's coming down right quickly.
Right. So it's like if you have power, you feel like it's always slipping from your fingers, or in this case, it's held on by a horsehair, and you could die at any time with one wrong political move, one wrong statement, one wrong favor.
The danger is there, so be careful. Mm-hmm. But there's danger there. Be careful. Like it's hanging over you.
Right.
Okay.
So the mule does his shit talk. Let's see what he says. The imagery.
You ever wait to look up? There's a sword dangling on a string right above you.
That's Sword of Damocles.
That's Sword of Damocles, right? But there's no Sword of Damocles. It's just the fleet. The attack has happened. It's no longer.
Okay.
The sword is now falling.
Right.
What are you talking about?
The Sword of Damocles, this imagery, this feeling, this emotion of be careful, wrong step, and the sword's going to come down. The sword is already coming down.
Right.
They're already in battle.
They're already in battle. This is the wrong story, analogy, parable, whatever you want to call it, for this situation. The attack has begun. What are we doing?
What is he doing? Like, the Sword of Damocles. I've read about Earth history. Like, no. You're just an actual fight going on. Just tell us there's an actual fight going on. Run away.
Yeah. Like, what? So
that's a
I know the mule.
That's embarrassing.
The mule is all about his shit talk during his victories. He messed this one up badly.
That's super wrong.
Think. Super wrong, right?
Oh, okay. Maybe that's why he goes to the Library of Trantor. Because he's all about this like persona. There's like, oh, I'm super smart. I got powers. I can mind control to people. But he can't mind control Harry Seldon. He can't just be like, hey, Harry Seldon, I did the right thing. I said the right thing. I was super cool. Because Harry Seldon is like a virtual reality. He's like a hologram dude, right? And Harry Seldon is highly respected as being super smart. So maybe the mule's like, he's like, I said the wrong thing. I looked up the Sword of Damocles. Okay. I got the imagery without like the feeling of like the impending doom. It's like I just told them about this sword and a string. So maybe he goes to the library. He's like, I gotta look this up. I think I got this wrong.
So they're saying the reason he ends up in the library on Trantor is because he's like, my shit talk was wrong. Fucked it up.
It's embarrassing.
And I need to look up the Sword of Damocles. It's this ancient parable, and I can't find it anywhere on the the internet. So I got to look up the original source material in the Library of Trantor, and that's why he's there. And that's why he tries to choke out Gaal.
The internet's full of AI slop. So he's like, I got to go to the library. They'll have the books. They'll have the Sword of Damocles. And then he shows up there, like reading this book. And then Gaal's like, hiya, I want to get you. He's like, who are you? Where's Foundation? Tell me where Foundation is. Choke.
Yep. And that's why he's pissed. Because he's in the middle of learning about the Sword of Damocles and how he messed up the shit talk. Mm-hmm. And she interrupts him. So now
he's already high emotion. He's all embarrassed. He's like, I had one chance to talk to Sari Heldon. I had to time it up. I had to time it up with the sun, moon, earth alignment. And then I fucked it up. It's embarrassing. Now he's on this warpath. To get to Trantor, to get to the library, to look up the relic, to look up the book. He's like around a reference, like, what is the Sword of Damocles? It's like a picture book or something.
Yeah, we called it here. That's why they're at the library. There's no other reason to be at the library. That's it.
Yeah, I go to the library. Got the internet. Why are we going to the library?
Yeah. I think that's it for season 3, episode 6.
See
you guys next time.